If you've watched Bleach, you know that Soul Reapers don't just rely on their swords. When things get crazy, they pull out Kido. This is basically the Soul Society's version of tactical magic. Today, we are breaking down how this system works, the three main types, and every single Kido technique shown, mentioned, or hidden in the lore. We are even including the ones that were barely used or only exist in the databooks. Before we look at the spells, we have to talk about how this system is set up. Kido literally translates to Way of the Demon, or Demon Way in English. It is split into numbered spells from 1 to 99. The higher the number, the more complicated the spell is to cast, and it gets far more destructive. To keep things simple, Kido is broken down into three main categories that every Soul Reaper learns, plus some highly forbidden reality warping spells. Hadō, which means Way of Destruction in English, are purely offensive spells designed to blast, burn, pierce, or vaporize opponents. Bakudō, which means Way of Binding in English, handles defensive shields, paralyzing enemies, tracking targets, and squad communication. Kaido, which means Way of Healing in English, is restorative magic. It uses spiritual pressure to physically stitch wounds and reconstruct damaged soul bodies. First, let's look at all the Hadō spells. Hadō number 1, Sho, fires a quick burst of kinetic force from the index finger, doing little lethal damage but creating space. Hadō number 4, Byakurai, is a concentrated piercing bolt of blinding white lightning fired directly from the caster's fingertip. It functions like a high-voltage laser, leaving a clean hole straight through the target. Hadō number 11, Tsuzuri Raiden. It electrifies any object the caster touches, frying the enemy's nervous system and paralyzing them on contact. Hadō number 12, Fushibi, allows the caster to shoot out thin, orange, root-like lines of spiritual energy that web across the area or wrap around the target. Once the web is set, the caster ignites it. This causes a violent flame to run down the lines and instantly engulf the trapped victims in a massive explosion. Hadō number 31, Shakkahō, generates a spherical, glowing red fireball in the palm of the hand. It is the basic fireball spell of the Bleach universe, exploding violently on impact to deal heavy concussive and burn damage. Hadō number 32, Ōkasen, fires a wide, crescent-shaped arc of horizontal yellow energy from a sword swing or a flat hand. It acts like a burning energy blade, shearing through oncoming attacks and sweeping multiple enemies off their feet. Hadō number 33, Sōkatsui, unleashes a wide, roaring burst of blue spiritual flame from the palm. It is far more powerful than Shakkahō and covers a much wider area, acting like a heavy wave of plasma to engulf and heavily scorch multiple targets at once. Hadō number 54, Haien, fires a swirling, oblong blast of intense, purple spiritual fire from the hand. Instead of just burning, these purple flames completely disintegrate the target's spiritual matter. It leaves absolutely nothing but fine ash. Hadō number 57, Daichi Tenyo, allows the caster to levitate and control massive chunks of the surrounding ground. The caster can throw these massive stone objects to crush opponents or use them as heavy defensive shields. Hadō number 58, Tenran, generates a widening, tornado-like blast of wind when the caster spins their weapon or hands in front of them. It is a massive wind cannon that blows away enemies, destroys heavy physical cover, and disorients a crowd. Hadō number 63, Raikōhō, creates a massive orb of crackling yellow lightning above the caster's palm before firing as a colossal, concentrated beam. It causes massive electrical explosions. This is capable of leaving victims heavily charred and paralyzed. Hadō number 73, Sōren Sōkatsui, fires two separate overlapping streams of roaring blue Sōkatsui fire. It has more than double the destructive power of a standard Sōkatsui. It merges to create a massive, blinding explosion that can vaporize lower-level opponents. Hadō number 78, Zangerin, launches a ring of spiritual energy that slices through nearby structures, completely tearing apart the surroundings. Hadō number 88, Hiryū Gekizoku Shinten Raihō, blasts a colossal, swirling beam of blue spiritual energy. This is a high-tier destructive spell, and it's absolutely massive. Hadō number 90,
Kurohitsugi,
which is Aizen's signature spell, seals the target inside a pitch-black box, warping space and gravity to completely crush them from all sides. When the box shatters, the target is left broken and severely bleeding. It's easily one of the most terrifying and destructive spells in the entire series. Hadō number 91, Senjū Kōten Taihō, summons dozens of glowing pink spears of light in a massive circle around the caster. These all fire simultaneously toward a single point. It creates a concentrated carpet bombing effect, resulting in a colossal, blinding explosion that completely eradicates the target area. Hadō number 96, Ittō is a forbidden spell that uses the caster's own burned body to summon a giant blade of fire. Yamamoto sacrificed his arm for it, unleashing a blast hot enough to incinerate anything. Hadō number 99, Goryūtenmetsu, is the ultimate Hadō. The ground ruptures as 5 massive roaring dragons of raw spiritual energy burst from the earth, consuming the local energy to grow even larger before obliterating the entire battlefield. Fun fact, this spell is actually forbidden in Soul Society. Next are the Bakudō spells. Bakudō number 1, Sai, physically locks a target's joints using invisible telekinetic force. This causes their arms to lock behind their back, rendering them helpless. Bakudō number 4, Hainawa, fires a crackling yellow rope of pure energy that shoots out from the caster's hand and wraps around the target to restrict their arms. Bakudō number 8, Seki, creates a small circular light blue energy shield on the back of the caster's hand or forearm. When struck by physical or spiritual attacks, it absorbs the impact and violently repels the attacker. As for Bakudō number 9, interestingly, both Geki and Hōrin share the number 9 slot in different databooks. Bakudō number 9, Geki, releases a red energy wave that wraps around the target's entire body. This completely seizes their muscles and nervous system so they cannot move a single inch. Bakudō number 9, Hōrin, shoots out a thick, bright orange rope of energy from the hand to snare the target around the neck or torso. The caster can slam the captured target around or channel other spells through the energy rope. Bakudō number 21, Sekienton, creates a violent, expanding cloud of thick red smoke when the caster slams their palms onto the ground. This blinds opponents and masks the caster's spiritual pressure for an escape. Bakudō number 26, Kyoko, is a passive, invisible coat of spiritual energy that bends light waves around the caster. It makes the user completely invisible and hides their spiritual pressure. This makes it the perfect spell for stealth. Bakudō number 30, Shitotsu Sansen, fires 3 thick pointed pegs of yellow light after the caster draws a golden triangle in the air. These pegs slam into the target's shoulders and waist, pinning them firmly to a wall or the ground. Bakudō number 37, Tsuruboshi, shoots out 6 ropes of blue energy that anchor to nearby structures. This forms a massive, soft web of energy in midair to safely catch falling allies or heavy objects. Bakudō number 39, Ōkasen, condenses spiritual pressure into a spinning, circular shield of yellow light directly in front of the caster. It acts as a solid shield that blocks head-on attacks in Kido. Bakudō number 58, Kakushitsui Jaku, allows the caster to draw a black grid on the ground. By placing their hands in the center, spiritual numbers and coordinates rapidly spin around them. It calculates and pinpoints a target's exact location anywhere in the world. Bakudō number 61, Riku Jokaru, slams 6 flat glowing beams of yellow light into the target's midsection, completely locking down their physical movement. Bakudō number 62, Hyaparankan, generates a single glowing rod of blue-white light. Mid-throw, it multiplies into 100 rods that rain down, pinning the target to the ground and completely trapping them under a heavy grid of light. Bakudō number 63, Sajo Sabaku, binds the target tightly from head to toe with a thick, golden, glowing rope made of highly condensed energy. This restricts high-tier captains or massive hollows from moving. Bakudō number 73, Tozansho, forms a giant, glowing, transparent, 4-sided inverted pyramid of energy around the caster or target area to act as a highly durable bunker. Bakudō number 75, Goryūtemetsu, drops 5 massive, towering, heavy iron pillars from the sky to slam into and completely crush the target. It pins them to the ground with massive chains. Bakudō number 77, Tentakura, projects symbols drawn on the caster's arms onto a giant glowing net in the air. This broadcasts the caster's voice directly into the minds of any chosen target in the area. Bakudō number 79, Kuyo Shibari, summons 9 black holes of spiritual energy around the target. These shoot out beams of dark force to pin them down, making it an incredibly advanced capture technique. Bakudō number 81, Danku, is the ultimate shield. It creates a massive, translucent, glowing wall of defensive energy that is specifically designed to block any destructive Hadō spell up to number 89. Bakudō number 99, Part 1, Kin, slams down heavy wooden and metal pegs wrapped in spiritual cloth to pin the target's arms to their back. This forces their body into a completely paralyzed state. Bakudō number 99, Part 2, Banken, is executed in 3 stages. First, the target is wrapped from head to toe in heavy spiritual fabric. Second, they are impaled with massive metal bolts. Finally, a colossal stone monument drops from the heavens to crush them completely and seal away their physical form and spiritual pressure forever. Fun fact, Tessai is literally the only character in the entire series ever shown using Part 2, Banken. And that's it for Bakudō. Moving on to the final Kido branch. We have Kaido, which is healing Kido. While other branches have dozens of different numbered spells, Kaido doesn't work that way. There is no number 1, 2, or 3, it's just about healing. On top of that, there are also highly advanced or unnumbered Bakudō spells that act as secret combat support. Hakufuku, it works by making the target see falling purple petals, blurring their vision, and muddling their consciousness until they black out completely. Genichimaru famously used this to quietly suppress Rangiku, muddling her senses and knocking her out cold without dealing any physical damage. Inemari was used by Old Man Yamamoto. By holding his hand in front of a target's face, their eyes glaze over, and they instantly fall into a deep sleep, allowing him to safely put someone out without dealing any physical harm. Tanma Otoshi works by placing a palm over the target's face and emits a white light, disorienting them and knocking them unconscious instantly. Shinji Hirako used this to quietly knock out Ichigo and drag him to the Visored hideout. Shibire Yubi works by flashing a bright burst of white energy right before the target's eyes, instantly paralyzing their body so they drop to the floor while remaining fully conscious. Sentan Hakuja works by wrapping the target in coils of long white cloth before a white flash instantly teleports them to another location. Finally, let's look at the Forbidden Kidos. Jikanteishi and Kukantani are two banned Kido spells that go hand in hand. Jikanteishi freezes time in an area to stop deadly wounds in their tracks, while Kukantani scoops up that entire space and teleports it somewhere else. Central 46 banned both because messing with time breaks reality, and a tiny mistake while teleporting causes instant death. Next up is Kyūjirōke Kakafumetsu, a custom seal created by Kisuke Urahara. He secretly planted it inside Aizen, where it triggered from the inside out to trap him in light spikes and permanently seal his spiritual power. Next up, we are finally looking at an ancient Kido used by the leader of Squad Zero, Ichibei Hyosube. When Yūhabaha tried to wall him off with his massive defensive shield, Ichibei countered instantly with Secret Hadō Teppusatsu. This Secret Hadō summons a massive dragon head of energy that blasts a wind so intense it completely shattered Yūhabaha's defenses. Well, I guess it's safe to say that this spell really blows away the competition. Get it? Anyway, and that is every single Kido technique in the entire Bleach universe. From simple lightning bolts to forbidden space-time warping spells, Kido proves that Soul Reapers are way more than just sword fighters. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to drop a like, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments which Kido spell looked the coolest. I'll see you in the next video.